Welcome back to another YouTube video. It's time to talk about Raw, AEW, and NXT. I honestly would have done the Raw and NXT video earlier if I could have, but I couldn't, so I didn't. Um, Raw. 20 years of Randy Orton. 20 years of Randy led to a match with Randy, Riddle, Cody, and Elias versus Kevin, Seth, and the Usos. That was the main event. Randy wins. I do believe Elias got the fall. I think that's right. Uh, Bianca Belair versus Sonya Deville. Bianca beat Sonya 3 times over. 1 count out, and then Sonya said, nah. 2 disqualification, and then Sonya said, nah. And then 3 by pinfall, and then Sonya was just like knocked out at that point. Arm wrestling with Omos and Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley wins the arm wrestling contest, and Omos tries to beat up Bobby Lashley because it didn't look too good. Reggie and Dana Brooke versus Tamina and Akira Tozawa. I do believe, yes, Tamina and Tozawa win the match, and then Dana Brooke runs away with the 24/7 championship. Becky Lynch comes out, says how she's on a downfall, but when you're on a downfall, there's nowhere else to go but up. So she's like, I'm gonna make a comeback. And then Asuka comes back and she's like, nobody's ready for Asuka. So yeah, we're getting Becky Lynch versus Asuka. Probably WrestleMania Backlash. That match is obviously going to be great. Finn Balor versus Damian Priest. Damian Priest beat Finn Balor because Damian Priest is a new heel and part of a new heel faction, so of course he's going to win. Miz versus Mustafa Ali. Mustafa Ali's back on Raw. Mustafa Ali beat Miz. Mustafa Ali should be going for the U.S. Championship here soon after he gets done with his feud with Tommaso because Tommaso attacked him after the match. So, yes, Tommaso's a heel. Oh, wait. Randy got the pin for his team. Okay, never mind. All right. So that was the Raw's main event. That 4-on-4 tag match that I just mentioned. NXT. Say Nikita Lyons versus Lash Legend. Nikita Lyons beat Lash Legend, and then Natalia comes out, attacks Nikita Lyons, and then Cora Jade comes out and attacks Natalia and Lash Legend. So yeah, they're gonna have a tag match next week. Obviously, the faces are gonna win. Lash Legend will probably get pinned by Cora Jade. Who knows? What else? We had Tony D'Angelo versus Von Wagner. Von Wagner beat Tony D'Angelo, which honestly I didn't see coming. But then again, I thought like, oh well, they're in a feud with Tony D'Angelo's in a feud with Legado del Fantasma, so they're probably going to interfere and distract him, and that's exactly what happened. So yeah, um, Tony D'Angelo has like 2 goons, 2 dime. What are the goons' names? 2 dimes, Tony and um, I don't know something else. I don't remember what the goons' names was. Anyway, Katana Chance and Caden Carter. Katana Chance is Casey Anjaro, by the way, versus Valentina Flores and Ulysses Leon. Caden and Chance win, obviously. Nathan Fraser was going to debut, but his opponent gets attacked by Grayson Waller. Him and Grayson Waller are going to have a match next week. And Chase U came out and, like, I don't know, got in the ring for some reason. They didn't, like, attack Grayson Waller because Grayson Waller was calling them out, so that makes sense why they would get in the ring. What else? Oh yeah, Legado del Fantasma. Sorry, it was a 3-on-2 match with those three versus Fallon Henley and Josh Briggs because their other tag partner got taken out. I forget the was it Josh Briggs and Brooks Jensen? Brooks Jensen got taken out. There you go. So yeah, Legado del Fantasma win in that handicap match. Cameron Grimes comes out to do commentary for Solo Sikoa versus Trick Williams. Solo Sikoa obviously beat Trick Williams with a diving splash. Basically, it's like it's literally the exact same splash that the Usos do. Andreas Enofe and Malik Blade get squashed by the Viking Raiders after this. And the Viking Raiders are going to fight the Creed brothers next week on NXT. Wesley video package talking about him going on a singles run. Mandy Rose versus Roxanne Perez. Mandy Rose beats Roxanne. Roxanne Perez is aka Roxy, former ROH Women's Champion. And then after that match, Wendy Chu comes out and what? Sprays them in the face with silly string, I do believe. And then Roxanne also does it. So cool. That's funny, I guess. Braun Breaker comes out. Well, Joe Gacy comes out first, says Braun Breaker's not cleared. Rick Steiner comes out, says that he is cleared. So then the Joe Gacy's Druids attack Rick Steiner, and then Braun Breaker comes out and they attack him. And then they do this segment where the Druids all standing on the line, passing down the NXT Championship to Joe Gacy. So yeah, that was fine. AEW. We had Dax Harwood versus Cass Wheeler. And the winner of that was, I do believe it was Dax Harwood, Cass Wheeler. Who won? Okay, Harwood wins. Got it. Harwood wins off a roll up. The match was pretty good though. Like lots of callbacks to Brett versus Owen in this match. CM Punk was on commentary talking about not really liking FTR because the company that they keep. And then we get the announcement CM Punk versus Hangman Page for the World Championship at Double or Nothing. CM Punk should win, in my opinion. If he doesn't win, I'm fine with it because whatever his next title shot for the World Championship is going to be, he should win that one. CM Punk shouldn't be like losing world title shots on a constant. So if he loses first one, win the second one. But if you win the first one, then we got to talk about how long should CM Punk be champion. Because I'd say if he gets the title, if you have it half as long as you had it in WWE, which half that would be what, like 200 plus days? I'd be fine with CM Punk being AEW World Champion for 200 plus. I'm fine with that. I don't know if it would happen or not, but I'm fine with it. Blackpool Combat Club versus the Factory. Blackpool Combat Club win. Wheeler Yuta gets the pin on Nick Comoroto. So yeah, they're giving Wheeler Yuta some shine here, which I figured that they would because he's the new guy that just joined the group. Backstage, we get Team Taz challenging Jurassic Express, saying, "Hey, we'll fight you for the tag titles." So I don't know when that's going to happen, but it's going to be a match that happens at some point. Wardlow beat Wardlow beat Lance Archer, as you would expect. And then MJF calls somebody in the back, and he's like, he's bigger than you, he's stronger than you, and you can't teach that. And I'm like, W. Morrissey. At least that's the tease. The tease is W. Morrissey. If it's not him, I don't know why you teased it. There would literally have been no point. Jericho Appreciation Society sit down with Eddie Kingston, Santana, and Ortiz, basically say, we're going to put a hit out on you. And Eddie Kingston's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Do you know what the word hit means? Because if you say hit, that means you got to be prepared to kill somebody. So, we'll see. And then there was a fireball thrown at Eddie Kingston's face backstage, and I'm like, yo, crazy. And then we had Hikaru Shida versus Serena Deeb. Serena Deeb beat Hikaru Shida in the street fight, which I'm honestly kind of surprised about. I figure, what, Hikaru Shida's already qualified for the Owen, so Serena Deeb will probably qualify. I don't know if she's gonna win it though. I don't know who's gonna win that, honestly. 10-man tag. We had Young Bucks, Adam Cole, and Red Dragon versus Dante Martin, Varsity Blondes, Lee Johnson, and Brock Anderson. Super Elite win. Or Undisputed Elite, sorry. Yeah, the Undisputed Elite win, as you would expect, because they're going to team up with Jay White at the AEW New Japan show. So naturally, they hit the show off dominance. And then we had Scorpio Sky versus Sammy Guevara. Scorpio Sky get the title back. We had a ladder on barbed wire, which I'd never seen before. There was a Spanish fly into the ladder or barbed wire, and then Sammy Guevara just got like pushed off the ladder and onto it. And then we had the reverse of the Cody cutter spot where Sammy caught Cody in a cutter. It was Sammy jumping off the ladder and then Scorpio Sky catching him in a cutter. And then we had the usual Paige Van Zant, Ty Conti fighting each other. But yeah, Scorpio Sky wins. He's TNT champion again. Frankie Kazarian comes out because he's gonna get that first shot. He ain't gonna win. Scorpio Sky is gonna beat him, obviously. And then that'll set up for whatever we do next. Maybe another match with Sammy. I mean, honestly, I'd be fine with it. Because we're getting that mixed tag match with Sammy. So, well, yeah, so there's going to be another match with Sammy regardless. But a fourth match, I guess. Because they had one match for the title already. So they've had 2 title matches. I do believe there was some other matches in between there. I'm sure they've had a lot of matches together. But as far as like TNT title matches together, I think they've only had like 2 or 3 at least. Anyways, that's everything. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe.